Hello. Oh my gosh. I feel so stupid. Ah! My microphone hasn't been working this entire time. Oh no. Ah! Screams. Well, fuck my microphone. It's not wanting to work. It's not going to get a chance to work. So, what I was saying that none of you got to hear, you just got to see me in silence move my mouth, was that I had taken these last few weeks off to kind of relax around my birthday, only to then the week after my birthday for me to be like stress working for like Thanksgiving, and I feel so embarrassed. Ah. Um I've been doing well. I've had a very wonderful birthday. Um my cat monster is being a cat monster. Aren't you, Noodles? I know. Very much so. Alright. So I guess. Also, I'm having to use a headset mic now since apparently my actual microphone does not want to work anymore. And I am mad. I am just mad. So we are going to deal with this as best I can. No. No. Really. Everything is awful. Everything is cruel, and I hate it. Everything doesn't want to work, and I'm mad. I am just mad. Also, peer remove my eye capture. I want it to be face capture. Hi. Um Eyes. You going to do the things? Are you going to work? Am I going to exist? I can't exist. Ah! I cry. Everything that can or will isn't working. I give. I give up. Attempt 1 trillion at this point. Ah. Stubborn bastard. Hey! Hey, hey! Alright, keeping up with that sword. Hey, this training makes me better. Ah! Damn, we can't shake him. We have no choice. Time to counterattack. I guess you're really making me taking me. Bleh. I guess you're finally taking me seriously. Good. I was getting sick of playing tag with you fools. He's not going to give up till he's dead. What a stubborn idiot. Does he really think he can beat 2v1 odds? I think I already have. Huh? Every fight takes spirit. You lose that and you've lost everything. And I figured out exactly what kind of spirit you losers had when you took off with the tail between your legs. Silence, Gilder dog. We can handle you. You're in for a painful death. Gah! Damn it! We can't get caught now. Okay, how about you just surrender and give me your full confessions? Starting with who you are and what you're after. You need to concern yourself about that. What? When did you get here? Commander, you came for us. You two are pitiful. You failed to report in as appointed, and this is why. We have no excuses. We've had a lot of interference. I get it. You're the man in charge. Haha. Only of this particular scene. Allow me to apologize on behalf of my men. Could I persuade you to overlook this incident? Huh? Okay, repeat that. I said I'd like for you to overlook this incident. We never had any intention of running afoul of the Bracer Guild. Don't make me laugh. You think I'm just going to look the other way and let you guys get away with what you did? Ah, well, I thought it a generous offer personally. Certainly a fairer price than death. Both of you, stand down. Return to the rendezvous point. At once. Yes, sir. Thank you, Commander. And where do you think you're going? Son of a... Fine. The target may have changed, but as long as I have one. And you being Lear, I assume you've got better information to offer me than those underlings of your underlings anyway. Ha. You think I'll be that easy to make me talk? I am sure as hell intend to find out. Not bad. Not bad at all. You have an irrepressible passion, but a great weight bears down upon you. You are not quite so different from me. What did you just say? It's a painful thing to be powerless in a time of crisis, but you know that feeling well too well, no? I can see it in your eyes. Haha. Fine then. I don't know who you are, but I think I like you. There's no shame in powerlessness. There's no shame in being outmatched. You and I both know that. Perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. Screw you! Don't act like you know anything about me. You're in for one hell of a beatdown. Yeah! All talk, no shock. I bet the guild would love interrogating you. What the? Is that the body split craft? Nice try, but you've got a heavy heart. And a heavy heart makes for a light blade. Why don't you come out of hiding and say that? When a warrior enters a skirmish, he must be prepared to lose everything. Otherwise, he can gain nothing. In order to live as a man, you must forgo all anger and grief. With that, I bid you farewell. Forgo? How the hell am I supposed to do that? Ah! His voice hurts. I guess she's not here yet. Did we get here too early? Could be. Do you want to kill some time at the tavern? Nah, it's nice out. I think I'd rather just wait here. I doubt I could ever get tired of the view of the river. Yeah, no kidding. I even get the feeling that Ruin's finally back to normal. Pretty amazing considering the uproar after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Well, the seated mayor has never been arrested before. Try to imagine if Mayor Klaus had been arrested in Roland. Yeah, that would be a real shock. But when I think of it that way, the people of Ruin almost seem cold. I mean, they were clearly surprised by what happened, but not a single person was truly shocked, as far as I can tell. Well, you have to remember the mayor of Ruin has always been selected by bloodline alone. He wasn't elected to his position by the Ruinians. Yeah. And that probably makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, that's true. The people of Roland appointed Klaus mayor because they liked him and trusted him. Dalmar's getting what he deserves, but I still kind of feel bad for him. Hey, look who's here. Huh? Oh, Sieg! It's great. Estelle, Joshua. Hey, I'm sorry that I'm late. It's no problem. We just got here ourselves. Don't tell us you ran all the way here. You really didn't need to rush. I couldn't let you two go without seeing you off. Thank you very much for contacting me. Chloe, I keep telling you, you don't have to thank us. You too, Seek. Thanks for coming. Skeet! Well, then, shall we be off? Okay. We need to use the south exit to reach Zeiss, right? Yes, the southern road is the checkpoint called Airlap. You can set up for Zeiss from there. Roger that. Okay, let's go. Sweet. Ah. I'm so glad that I am using a guide, because I would be so lost if I didn't. Ah. Moths! Maybe around here? I'm looking around for stuff to help me with my novel I'm writing. All the books I've been reading lately have really inspired me to write something of my own. Here, take a look at this one. I found it particularly moving. Reading is food for the brain. Yeah, in case anyone wonders why I'm taking the time to backtrack and do stuff like that to grab these, like, things, is because usually, like, final weapons, final augments, like, the end game stuff for things tends to be hidden behind these, like, what seem to be, like, silly collectibles. And they actually, like, usually pay off dividends. So they're definitely worth actually, like, collecting. You know? The Orion Causeway. Those are gorgeous waterfalls. I love the scenery of this game, honestly. I've been here before, but this is a nice little spot. The view here is breathtaking. Certainly doesn't feel like a checkpoint, that's for sure. Actually, I hear that a lot of visitors come here to see the waterfall. Really? Runesshare has a lot of nice places, huh? I can understand why the Duke would want to live here. Agreed. But I think Roland is also a nice place. Relaxing is... Yeah. But I also think Roland is also a nice, relaxing place to live. Oh, you've been to Roland? Yes, I've been to all 5 of the great cities. Oh, that's right. Zeiss is up ahead. You'll be surprised how charming it is. Really? Sounds like we're in for some fun. Alright. Why don't we get some paperwork started then? Okay. The little sign actually says it too. I love it. Good afternoon. How may I be of assistance? We were wondering what had to be done in order to obtain permission to enter Zeiss. Ah, okay then. Step right up. I'll take care of you. Be aware though, that once these procedures begun, you will not be allowed to leave the checkpoint. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Go ahead, please. Then please start by signing these documents. Alright, everything looks to be in order. Is the young lady there not joining you? Oh, I only came to see them off. Ah, very well then. You'll be able to accompany them as far as the mouth of the Chaldea Tunnel. Thank you very much. What's the Chaldea Tunnel? It's the main road that joins this checkpoint to Zeiss. The path is a long tunnel that passes directly through the Chaldea Hill. Wow, an underground road? That's definitely be a first for me too. Do you have food that I have not? You have a recipe I have not learned! Wow! This is amazing! excuse the soon-to-be pop. I have a soda. Huh? So the waterfall comes from a man-made river? I think it's called the How the do you say that? LHTSE. I'm going to go with the idea of silent. I'm going to go with the idea of silent H. So the Lutz River, or the Lutz Waterway. It was made a very long time ago. Yes, it's linked directly to the Valeria Lakeshore. Pretty impressive, given that they did it without any ornaments to help. So what's that over there? As the bird magically grows in size. I think the entrance to the tunnel, I think. Yeah. So I guess this is goodbye. So I guess this is goodbye. Yes. So you're going to be traveling around the kingdom, right? We might be able to meet it again in Grandson. Really? I'll be going back there when the Queen's birthday celebration starts. Some of my relatives will be there, so I have to join them. That's just a month away, isn't it? I think we're actually going to be in Gransol around that time. So then, once you're done with your family stuff, contact the Gransol Guild branch. If you do, we can try and meet up. I certainly will. Estelle, Joshua, I can't thank you enough. I won't ever forget everything that you've done for me. Come on. Don't sound so formal. We're in your debt as well for many reasons. I'd say we're pretty even. What a thing to say. Then, when we confronted the mayor, I said some terrible things. You care for no one but yourself. But I was no different. Huh? I've been running away from the reality of my own situation for a while now. To the orphanage and to the academy. But the two of you have taught me something. You helped me find the courage to hold my head high. And find the strength to protect what matters. Because of you, I know how to be brave. I don't really get it, but if we were able to help you, I'm happy. Huh. Cheer up, okay? We'll see each other again in Gransol. Yes, absolutely. It's great. And maybe we'll get to see Sieg there too, right? It's great. That's a joke. That's a joke. I mean, Gransel's pretty far away. I don't think those wings would hold. Besides, your home is here. Sweet. Sieg isn't just any bird, you know. I think he'll be there. I'm sure. Sieg's just full of surprises, isn't he? Well then, shall we be off? Yeah. Hey. Good luck to both of you on your journey. And I'll be praying for you to find your father. It's great! Thank you. You two take care. Scree? Yes, I think so too. We'll see them again. Sorry to keep you waiting, Chloe. Miss Julia. You're done with your duties at Liston Fortress? Yes. It took longer than I had anticipated. Pardon my rudeness, but I've come to get you the report on the incident. Thank you for your service. Scree! Hey, no. Hey now, settle down, Sieg. Have you been fulfilling your duty as escort? Scree! He's always been very helpful. Isn't that right, Sieg? Scree! He's certainly chipper. The RSL is stopped at the end of the highway. You're to report in there. Understood. I'll be leaving school for a while. I need to say goodbye to my teachers before returning to Grand Cell. Stell, Joshua. I'll take what you taught me and show you that I can be strong. Stronger than even you two. I'll do everything in my power to see to that. Hmm? What's wrong? Nothing. I just got the feeling that someone was coming. Huh? There's someone else in here other than us? Guess not. Yeah. Sorry. Must have imagined it. Oh, I get it. I think you still got a little crush on Chloe. Huh? What makes you say that? Oh, don't be shy. I know I can read you like a book. Ma'am, you can read this person like a Russian dictionary and you don't even know English. It's not unreasonable after all. You did kiss her during the play. Oh, what? If she asked you to come back, you'd say yes, right? I guess you didn't notice then. Notice what? The last scene. That was just for the show, you know. It was staged so it would look like a real kiss for the audience. What? You can be completely clueless sometimes. It was written right there in the script notes. Oh, I see. Note to self, do not insert foot into mouth. But why do I feel so relieved? Estelle? Are you okay? I'm fine. Come on. Zeiss awaits. And now for the boring orbiment job. Time quartz only. Cast 1. And So I have fire, water, I have fire, earth, and air spells on this one, and then I have water and time spells on Joshua, and I haven't really unlocked any of the other spell types that are worth it, so cool. I have been I don't need to be fire-based damage. I don't want blind on you. That's good. Alright, looks like she's all good. Alright, I am all set for this battle. Now that I don't have an emotional support healer. Let's see how this goes. Jet Tortoise. A reptilian monster that likes warm places, uses earth baits, are weak against wind. One more attack point on Joshua. No! I knew I should have put the hit thing on her instead. But no. I wanted aerial.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Alright, so I have 100 more experience on Estelle than I do Joshua. That is not good. For balancing. Alright. This way I go. That's weird. Damp Crawler. A larva monster living in the darkness spews sticky fluid to weaken its prey. Ew.
We're good to go.
There's the level up. I do like the catch-up experience mechanic, though. Aha. Or the higher level you are, the less experience you get. It's a rockfish? Cave Ray. A monster living in the dank underground. Fast and armed with poisonous fins. But also that 200 weakness to wind, and I want to say that was fire? Bubble blower. A crustacean monster living in the darkness breathes hypnotic bubbles. Yeah. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Oh wow, I like this. Fighting the creatures to level up. Are those barnacles or faces? Because they kind of look a little skull-like.
We're good to go.
Free rest point. Chaldea limestone tunnel up. But I don't know if they'll let me pass that sign.
Piece of cake.
Spells are honestly the best way to hit multiple targets.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I haven't used this spell. I want to see how it looks. Firebolt EX. Why was I expecting something different? I don't know.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I was wondering what felt weird. I just realized I never got myself into gaming position.
Piece of cake.
I'm just here sitting like a proper human. And like, since when did I ever become a proper human? You know? I am a gremlin in anime catgirl form. That is my only existence. I must now adjust. Alright. Gremlin stanced.
We rule.
You held on by 2 HP, really? Damn.
That's that then. Let's move out.
How dare you? You heal with your attacks on top of everything too? How dare you?
We're good to go.
Alright. Let's see how we can get through. I've got to hurry. Huh? Someone's coming this way. Oh. Good afternoon. Where's the fire? Good afternoon. Are you taking this road too? Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you seen any lights that weren't working? The lights along the tunnel wall, I mean. Sorry. If there are, I haven't noticed any. All of the lights we passed were still on, but we did pass one or two that was flickering. There's 2 rivers between it and here. That's it. It's just like I thought. It's just like I thought. Sorry, I have to hurry. I wonder if she's from Zeiss. Strange little kid. She seems awfully flustered. Now I'm kind of worried. Hey, do you want to try following her? You read my mind. I don't like the idea of a little girl wandering around here by herself. We should catch up to her and stick close. Okay. Come on, let's go. Or, let's hurry. Zoom. I can't believe there's so many of them. It's gonna break it at this rate. Maybe this? Bearing set. Angle of elevation 20 degrees. Orbital compression at 30%. Go! If you come any closer, then I won't miss next time. I mean it. Oops. I think I might have made them angrier. Ah! Huh? Hey, I remember you. We can talk later. Get back. We've got to get rid of these things first. I'm busy. I'm sorry, Noodles, but I would like to play my game and stream. I can't just let you basically crawl into any lap just because you want it, and I don't want you in my lap. I know. That seems very offensive to a very little kitty cat that thinks that everything should happen exactly how he wants them to. But that's not how this goes. You will get very much love and cuddles when I'm not streaming. You have only... Do you have anything? Is Hellgate really your only AoE? Smoke cannon. It's a small child with a rocket launcher. It's a small child with a rocket launcher! Also, she's under leveled compared to me. Did I over level? I might have over leveled. That was scary. Thank you very much. I thought I was a goner for sure. Well, the important thing is that you're safe. But you really should be more careful. Stirring up monsters is a surefire way to get yourself eaten. But if I left them alone, they probably would have broken the light. Speaking of which, why would those things go after the lights anyway? Don't they do the same thing as the highway lights when the highway lights are switched out? The septum in the circus is the monster's favorite food. No. I have told you no, Noodles. That does not mean you do a loop, erase your brain like a goldfish, and then try it again. No means no. You have to acknowledge that I am not giving you consent. I don't care if you want it or not. No consent is no consent. Teaching these grapes. The highway lights keep them away, but when they stop working, they have the exact opposite effect. Ah, I get it. Still, you shouldn't mess with stuff like that. Septum might be their favorite food, but little girls probably rank a close second. Oh, sorry. Go easy there. Giving her nightmares and saying, "Don't do that," isn't exactly going to score you any points. Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. Anyway, my name is Estelle. And I'm Joshua. We're bracers affiliated with the guild. Oh. So that's why you're so tough. I'm Tita. I work as an apprentice at the central factory. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Well then, Tita. We're heading to Sice. So do you want to join us on the rest of the way there? Blah. We're heading to Zeiss, so do you want to join us the rest of the way? That's right. You don't want to be around here if the monsters show up again. Really? Thank you. Would you mind waiting for a little bit? I've got to get the light fixed. Yeah, it's probably risky to leave it like that. How in the world did you know that it burned out, though? Well, I was lucky enough to notice the problem when I was looking in the computer database. It seems like a defective unit was installed here by mistake. Ah, alright. It's a good thing you caught it when you did. Computer? Database? The country bumpkin in Estelle is showing. Okay, that should do it. Sorry that it took so long. Wow. Color me impressed. Well, if she's an apprentice at the Central Factory, she has to be good. Well, I didn't do anything special. I just fixed the quartz connection and adjusted the orbital pressure. Well, it sure sounds special. It's not that big a deal. Okay, how do I explain this? Each ornament has a quartz crystal inside, and that is properly connected. The orbital energy inside the unit will have nowhere to go. As a result, the ornament will not be able to function properly. This happens sometimes with the highway lights, and means their ability to give out light that wards off monsters is compromised, so... stop! Maybe you should save the explanation for after we get off the road. I mean, if we stay around here too long, the monsters, you know. Yeah, I guess so. I was just warming up, too. Well, why don't we set up for Zeiss, then? Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, so that has to be space quartz. Interesting. Oh. The tunnel ends here. So does this mean this is the entrance to Zeiss? That's right. It leads right to the basement of the central factory. I'm excited to see it. The central factory is the pride and joy of Zeiss since it's an industrial city. I heard it was big, but that's about all I really know. Well, yeah, it's really huge. Anyone who's not used to it, the layout could get lost in a hurry. That's a creepy thought. I'm beginning to worry whether or not we'll be able to make it to the kill. The way out of the city is up on the first floor. I'll show you how to get there. Thanks. Well, let's go in. Zeiss Central Factory. Oh, what's this place? Wow. It looks almost like an entire factory is completely automated. Below the city, there's a lot of orbital factories. They make everything from lights to airship parts. That's awesome. A little overwhelming, but amazing. I wonder if he's doing right now. Okay, enough of that. Get your head into the job, girl. Okay, what's this room? This is an elevator. Or this is the elevator. It can take us from the basement to the roof. Can't say I've ever seen one of these outside of the mines. This one seems super high-tech. Well, this is Zeiss. And since this is the central factory, I'm sure they have quite a few of these. They have more than one? It's the latest model, too. Maximum weight capacity, 50 torrent. It can handle even heavy industrial equipment with no problem. I don't entirely get it, but it sure sounds impressive. So how do we get to move? Oh, you just pick which floor you want on the panel. Let's see, you want to go into the city, right? Yes. Can you take us up to the first floor? Okay. Oh. Oh. Check out the size of this place. This is the central factory's main floor. This is where the reception desks and where consumer maintenance windows are. I see. So we can get out to town from here. Oh, Tita! Miss Hazel. There you are. Supervisor Travis has been looking for you. He'd like for you to go straight to the operations room. Okay. Oh, okay, I will. Uh-oh. It sounds urgent. Thank you for showing us around. It's no big deal. It's the least I can do after you beat up those monsters for me. Well, we're planning on being Zeiss for a little while. Would you mind if we stopped by to see you again? I'd love that. Bye-bye then. What a sweet kid. I get the impression that she's a lot tougher than she looks. I agree. I always wanted a sweet, adorable little sister like her. Instead of, might I add, an obnoxious little brother. You keep saying things like that, but you're the one who's always following me around. If you want to be more like a real older sister, you need to get your head out of the clouds every now and then. Psst. Look who's talking. Anyway, all sibling rivalries aside, want to head into the city? Yeah, first I'd like to switch assignments at the guild. Plus, we can see if there's any new information on the orbit or Dad. Sounds like a plan. Ooh, Evade 3? EP Cut 2. Ooh, escalators? Whoa! Whoa! What's this? Some kind of moving staircase? It is a really long climb. So I guess it'd be tough without it. Yeah, but have the whole thing moving underneath you? This place is full of surprises ever since we got here. No kidding. Zeppelin Church Fair Shops. Hi there. Pardon us. See where... Finally here, I see. Estelle, Joshua, welcome to Zeiss. I think actually she probably has a more robust tone, so welcome to Zeiss. I've already been briefed on your arrival from one Jean at the Ruin Branch. A girl with chestnut hair tied in twin ponytails, and a boy with black hair and amber eyes. Is that you? That is you, is it not? Okay. My name is Kilika. Zeiss welcomes your service. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, same here. The pleasure's ours. I know you've only just arrived, but I'd like to proceed with the formalities of changing your affiliation. I know you if you'll just sign these documents. That should do it. You are both now affiliates of the Zeiss Regional Guild. There are no urgent matters that must be seen to currently. You're free to check the bulletin board and work at your own pace. That's kind of disappointing, but hey, a little peace and quiet can be a good thing. Alright, I had a question to ask. About Cassius, correct? She can read minds! Did Jean tell you about him too? The whole sordid matter. I'm sorry, but I have to say that Cassius is not currently in the Zeiss region. He only stops in every few months or so. Figures. That only leaves Grancel, or maybe... I believe I might be able to provide you with a lead in another matter. Please, take this. What's this? It's a letter of introduction to the head of the Central Factory, one Mr. Murdoch. He is basically like the mayor for the Zeiss region. Is this in regards to the matter of the Black Orbman? The stories of the mayor's residence paint it as a very mysterious item. I suggest that you consult with the factory chief and see what he has to say. Well, he really got this all planned out. Do you have some kind of superpower, Kilika? My business is to provide support for bracers such as yourself. I simply decipher the intelligence that is provided and pass it on, as the mandates of my job require. Well, we really appreciate your assistance. Think nothing of it. I trust that you will return to assist us should a major incident occur. You can count on us when the time comes. Well, do you want to head and see the factory chief? Sounds good to me. Alright, only 2 side quests available so far. Hustle home and factory. Oh, you're the ones that teed up before, no? Welcome to the Central Factory. Can I help you? We're from the Bracers Guild. We'd like to meet with the factory head if we may. I see. Just a moment, please. Sir, I'm terribly sorry to bother you during your... Yes, sir. The people from the Bracers Guild are... Yes, sir. Right away. Thank you for waiting. Factory Chief Murdoch will see you now. His office is upstairs on the second floor. Nice. I didn't think he'd see us so quickly. Let's not keep him waiting. Excuse me. We saw your request on the bulletin board. Oh my. You're here already? I only just put in the request a little while ago. Well, we had just come to change assignments, so we're ready for work. Well, shall we get started then? That's fine. This is about hiring the temp librarian, right? Yes, that's correct. It turns out that it'd be much more of an ordeal than expected. What kind of ordeal? I'll explain in a moment. Beforehand, though, I have a matter that I would like you to help settle. Consider it a favor, if you will. What kind of matter are you What kind of matter are you referring to? The archives loaned out some books out to various Central Factory departments. Sometimes they keep them past due date and don't pay the fees. First, I'd like to get our books back. What? That's simple. Where do we need to go? Let's see. They should be in the 3rd floor design room and the 4th floor lab and clinic. Got it. Is that everything? Yes. Please come back when you have them. Okay, we will. We'll get started immediately. Oh, are you done? We brought them for you. Good. Now, we have all of the books again. Thank you for your assistance. It was no big deal. We didn't have any issues. That's good to hear. In that case, perhaps I should go ahead and ask you for help with my favorite type of work. Oh, right. Oh, that's right. You mentioned having some significant problems somewhere along the line. What kind of work is it? Just like before, we need some overdue materials returned. The book in question is called the Arab Woodpecker. We'll make note of that. Right, Arab Woodpecker. So, it's a book on birds, right? So do you have any clues for us? Yes, and as a matter of fact, take a look at this. Approach the man of stone standing in silence within the mountain village pond, and he shall receive. Okay, I wrote that down, but what the heck is it? It was written on a card that was taken from the book. I imagine it's some kind of hint to its whereabouts. Hints of bad poetry, maybe. So it was only borrowed because someone was way too much time on their hands wanting to hide it somewhere? Evidently, it's some sort of trick that the researchers used to play on each other long ago. I have no idea what would possess someone to hide a book of all things. But we certainly have our fair share of unusual characters. It's not surprising that any of them might follow such a bizarre custom. Anyway, I leave this matter in your capable hands. Please, bring the book back. Hey, hold on a second. Is this the only lead we have? I'm afraid so. But the guild sent you, so I have every confidence in your ability. Well, that's just awesome. Understood? It'll be difficult work, but we will do all that we can. Alright, I'll be waiting here when you do find it. Please bring it back to me. Let's get this show on the road then. I look forward to seeing you again. Hey, I've been waiting for you two. Stella and Joshua, right? Yes. It's nice to meet you, sir. We're sorry to bother you at work like this. No, don't worry yourselves about that. The Bracers Guild, and Cassius in particular, have done a great deal for me in the past. It would be rude of me not to welcome his children. Huh? You know Dad? I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produces the finest ornaments in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. Whenever we had a problem, we always contacted the Roland branch and had him come over. I see. That explains all the business trips then. From now, my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. So what can I do for you? I'm happy to help. Thanks, sir. It's kind of a long story. I see. Well then, Would you mind if I had a look at this orbment? Sure, no problem. Now this certainly is an oddity. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere. Caliber? You mean the numbers that are carved into the ornament's frame? Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an ornament to be produced without them. That's not just in Liberia either. Most nations on the continent are the same way. It's been a tradition dating back to when ornaments were first invented 50 years ago. Huh, you don't say. You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy. You mean to say that you never noticed? You never noticed in all this time? Oh, you hush. But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it? It's pretty much a part of the production process, and that goes for any orbital factory. It's as if this one were a prototype or something. If so, I'd imagine it wasn't made to entertain at birthday parties, if you take my meaning. And so less with the sweet and awesome, more with the stabby hurdy. Got it. Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. What is it? I can't find the maintenance cover. And now I really look at it, it seems it has no seams to it at all. How the hell was this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it. Oh man. Would it be possible to cut it open? Yes, that might work. That might work, yes. But I'd hate to just break something that belonging to Cassius like that. Oh, okay. Maybe we should let the professor handle it. Oh, right. The one mentioned in the note. Yeah, he should be able to tell us something. There's a note included with the orbit. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis. You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Well, let me think. From the letter R and the people that Cassius knew, it must be Professor Russell. I thought so. Who's Professor Russell? And wait a second, how do you know that guy? This guy. I don't know, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Liberia in the first place. Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, the orbits were invented by Professor Epstein, and Professor Russell is one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the orbits and his knowledge back, and that's why Liberia is a technologically advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the orbital revolution. Wow, now that is impressive. Man, I had no idea Dad knew anyone like that. Even so, it worries me a little bit that you'd be letting old handle this orbit. We have no idea what it is, really. Well, how to put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. And when he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's just no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship. What's with that far off look? I guess that's a lot happened. Sorry. I'm sure he'll be able to figure this out. Go find him and ask him about it. It can't hurt. Thanks, Chief. Where should we go to find him? Hold on a moment. Testing. Oh, good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? Alright. I'll be waiting. What? Did she just call the professor or something? Oh, no. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he can figure out something about that thing. Wow, he really must be a genius. Wait, then who did you call? His granddaughter. She works here at the factory. I'm sure the child would be happy to show you the way. The child? Excuse me. What? You? Oh, Stella and Joshua. You mean you know each other? Yeah. We only just met a little while ago, though. So then, I guess she's the professor's granddaughter. Exactly. Tita, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here, and I'd like for you to show them the way to your house. See, Grandpa? Okay, I will. I appreciate it. Ah, yes. If you can learn anything new, I'd love if you came back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this. Sure thing. If you'll excuse us then. Hey, I didn't think you'd be coming. And you're even the granddaughter of the famous professor? It's no wonder you're so comfortable with ornaments. Oh, come on. I'm still studying under my grandpa. Oh, by the way, do your bracers have business with my grandpa? Well, sort of. The situation's kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather. Oh, okay. My house is in the southwest corner of town. Get off the escalator and go straight and till you reach the south entrance. Then you turn west and there it is. Got it. Well, let's get moving. That's the stairs. This is my house. Wow, nice place. Professor Russell is here? No, I think he's in his workshop. Through that door. Or through this door. We should go and say hi then. I'm home, Grandpa. Okay, maybe this way. So this is the professor. Nice to meet you. My name is Stella Bright of the Bracers Guild. We've actually come to get your expert opinion on. Got it! Ah! I did it! It's finally complete. That's right. Who's the man? I'm the man. Yes, I should start testing it at once. Oh. What the hell? I'm sorry, Stell. Grandpa kind of goes into a trance whenever he's working. He doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working up for the past 3 days. I see. He really is something. Oh, he's something, all right. I'm so embarrassed. Grandpa, there's some people who need to talk to you. Hmm? Oh, Tita. You've come at just the right time. I need your help with compiling the data from these tests. But Grandpa, this new invention will actually block the biosensor or misdetection faculties. It emits a unique orbital force field that blocks the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans. Oh, really? Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishments? Well, come on. We've got some testing to do. Hey! Hey now. Never mind, Estelle. I think we should just let them be for a little while. Hey, you with the black hair. Who? Me? Who else? On the in the upstairs bookcase, there's a notebook titled Orbital Energy in the as applied to force fields. Go get it. Go on, be quick about it. Alright. Wait, Joshua. Hey. The young lady with the antenna hair. Antenna? Oh, no, you didn't. Quit farting around and make some coffee. Why should I have to make you coffee? I take it black, by the way. I want it clear as mud. You are not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever. I understand, like, the idea of, like, the overzealous scientist, but this is just, like, disrespectful. Sorry, crunchy snack break. Yep, Yep. Yep, perfect. All set, Grandpa. Just as fast as ever. Oh. Where is Stella and Joshua? Who? Come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a couple young folks. Murdoch sent along some fresh faces then, I assume. Grandpa! Sorry about all that. I assumed you both were new employees at the central factory. It was only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants. This is no laughing matter. Especially since the only thing you had me helping with is making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. How often does one get to participate in a startup test on a brand new type of ornament after all? Well now, you're a bright lad. Then aren't you? Want to give up this brace of nonsense and start up in the field of orbital engineering? Grandpa! I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment too. You don't need to apologize, sweetie. Well, I thought that the father of the orbital revolution was going to be some really amazing man, not some old fart with attention deficit issues. please, you're too kind. Moving on. So I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. That's quite the surprise. Oh, so you know who our dad? Yes, from way back then. I've known him since his army days, some 20 years or so. I met him too. He had a really nice mustache, right? Well, I don't know if I would call it nice so much as suspicious looking. But if he's known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safe in trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all. Yes, I have to agree. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And what was it that you wanted my help with? Well... I see. Wow. A pitch black ornament. Yes, most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at the frame, too. Wait, what are you doing? It's a special alloy steel cutter. Just as I thought. Here, take a look. Okay. Huh? There's not even a scratch. The frame is made from some type of metal that's never been encountered. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think. That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be right back to square one. Well, I can certainly spend some time trying. But first, I think that maybe we should put it under a measurement scan. What now? That huge piece of equipment you saw we were working on the experiment. It can gauge orbital energy reactivity in real time. You're making my head hurt with your techno babble. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish. To put it in layman's terms, it'll allow us to see just what this ornament does. We won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital energy is occurring, but it will start. And that should give us a major clue. Indeed. So, without further ado... Grandpa, shouldn't we have lunch first? Sure. So, Joshua, you're both welcome to join us. I can't promise it'll be anything special, but it sounds great to me. We'll even help with the prep. Alright, come on then. I've got a little bit to do while lunch is prepared. Oh, I want to see it too. No fair working when I'm not around. My house, my rules. What's up with these two? I now see where she gets it. Now, if everyone is ready, let's get this started. So, if you'd put the ornament on the stand. Okay. Like this? Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita? All set. Good, good. Now commencing orbital force measurement test on the black ornament. Black ornament. So that's going to be the official name after all. But using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not call it something cool like Dark Thingy of Impending Doom? No. Simple is best. Anything longer than Black Ornament would just be annoying to say. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Oh, Alright, let's begin. Tita, if you'd activate the scanner, please. Okay. Output set at 45. Putting all measuring equipment on standby. Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated. Okay. From here on out, it's the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now, let's just see how much this contraption is really worth. You're sure in a good mood. And click. Neat. It's all glowing and stuff. I get it. You're putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tita, any readings? Yes, but they're kind of weird. The tachometer needle, the tachometer's needle is shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. What? Eek! What's going on here? Joshua! Same black light from before. What? Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We've got to shut it down. Don't you dare. Just a little longer and we'll have something. Wait a second. All the lights in town are gone out. Huh? What's in the... we have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. Oh. They're back on. Let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working on was the scanner in which the black ornament sat. But even that, well, as for everything else... Good. It looks like the experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine. All the lights are back, like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicking, though. Okay. But just what the hell was all that? That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The what now? You mean how everything inside all orbiment just stopped working at once? So, the black orbiment did this? Yes, I have no doubt. But I would never have dared to guess that the effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting, most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over the entire city would be interesting. Professor! Oh, Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that caused all of the power downtown to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault this time. See that? There? It's the black ornament, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's a genuine extenuating circumstances. But this still means that this was your fault. Nuts. You got me. it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really didn't expect. Well, I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the Black Orbit, it's much more powerful than I'd ever imagined possible. Yeah. What's the professor going to do now that his equipment's gone all kerfloofy? Good morning, guys. Morning, Tita. Good morning. Yes, it was a big day yesterday. No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the Central Factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all of the Black Orbit secrets. Wow. Looks like getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday. Didn't even put a dent in him. We really appreciate both of you taking the time to look over something a couple of relative strangers brought you. Oh, it's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. So what do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that ornament too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Yay! Then you can come with me. Oh, I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible and not on fire. I guess that's what the smell is. But man, what a cutie. I wish you could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That's kind of creepy as hell. That is actually really fucking creepy. And now that we've got a good breakfast, off to the Central Factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think we might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Hey, Tita, would you mind if we stopped by there on our way? Sure, go ahead. My Stella voice and my Tita voice are similar. Tita! Mad. Welcome back. Looks like you finished your job. If you clear any other contracts, make sure you come here and report it. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you are ready, we'd like to hear a full report on it. Business as usual, Kilika. I heard the basics from the factory chief already, but I'd like to expand this account for some first-hand details. Well, I see. So the ornament that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild's very interested in these developments, and we need to continue working with Professor Russell at this present. We thought you'd say that. When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Another failure. Grandpa, we came to see if we could help. Oh, hello, Tita. And you two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. So, what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut the black orbment, but it hasn't been going very well. What seems to be the problem? Perhaps a demonstration is in order. And click. Oh, is that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy to cut through basically anything. That ought to do it then. It stopped. I thought that might happen. It's on a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems like the black orbment is blocking the functionality of other orbits, interfering with them in some way. And I doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. Yeah. But Grandpa, does the effect spread like it did last night? Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby orbits seemed to spread out, moving from orbit to orbit like chain lightning. I put the range at about 5 arc. But if there is no orbit powered within that range, well, then that's where the effect stops. I see. That makes sense. However, even with that knowledge, there's really no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a good look inside. It's very troubling. Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack. Don't be ridiculous. You see the big saw do nothing moments ago. Didn't you see the big saw do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it'll melt down like in a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides would melt too. Oh, yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. Actually, it might work. Really? You know a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, which drives orbits to work, can't be used for this problem. Well, we'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy. Is there such a thing? The combustion engine. A device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to orbital energy. However, all you need to work on them is the standard tools. Huh, neat. I get it. I get it. Fire is the key. But, Grandpa, I've never even seen one of them. I'm pretty certain that there's one understudy in the central factory workshop. Oh, and you'll need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. Yes, that should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready immediately. I'll help. I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can. Well, could you go and get the engine and gasoline? It's going to be heavy, but you racers should be strong enough to move it. Okay, leave it to us. So, where would we find these? Let's see. Don't tell me you've forgotten. I've forgotten. He just said not to say that. Estelle? If you look in the operations room, you can probably find them. What the heck's an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping. Wow, I didn't even know there was such a place. Then I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man, well played. Oh well. Let's go find this this operations room thingy. To the 5th floor then. Is that a crane thing? I don't like that that's a crane. Wow. Wow. Check this place out. Check out this place. This must be the operations room. Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so mind telling me what your business is in here? My name's Travis, senior engineer and supervisor. Nice to meet you. We're with the Brace Skill. We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if... Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he? Again, you really don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius, and he's the one who developed the cable unit after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Cheetah, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid. Yeah, we get what you mean. But I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case. We just need to find where the central factory stores its equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capel. These days, it mostly get used to assist an airship navigation. But this one is equipped for a faster general purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything from calculating magical or material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you'll have to use this front panel to select the mode, and it will send signals through the wiring to allow you to access the memory orbment. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see, and then it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust you know how it works. Yep, no sweat. I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better with modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All this stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Oh no, it's good, Chief. Good stuff. Well, looks like you found what you're looking for. Wow. It's like a magic box or something. Orbital computers are really something. As I understand it, Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russell's talent that made the idea into reality. If only his presence of mind was on par with his intelligence. Well, Idios isn't one to bestow two blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine thingies? The maintenance chief, right? Where is he? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'll have to go speak with him. Ah, and the gasoline is most likely in the Oracle manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there, and I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you. Maintenance Chief Gusoff is down the airfield working on the combustion engine, and the gasoline is in the basement ornament manufacturing facility. Thanks. You've been a big help. Think nothing of it. Let me know if you need anything else. Me. Excuse me. What's that? May I help you? You need gasoline? I think we have a tank of it back in the storage somewhere. I'll check for you. This is Faye. Got a request down here. We still got that tank of calivered gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you set it down? Yeah, enough to carry. Thanks. They're sending some for you right now. Sending? Holy. There we are. This is gasoline? So that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it? This conveyor belt isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility. Convenient. Professor Russell invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth. But the professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all of the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the... I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help. No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful of that gasoline. It has a tendency to fireball. Whoa. To the landing pot. Extra crunchy cheese booth sap. I want my cheesy boofs. Every time I say boofs, I think that in my brain. I need to find a person. I've yet to find a person. Person? Bartholomew. That's not what I'm looking for. No. Guess I gotta talk to you. Hi, need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No thanks, we don't need an airship right now. Actually, we're here to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. What do you mean, not here? He went to the Leston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago? Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship? Leston Fortress. As in the largest base in the Royal Army out by Lake Valeria? Up in the north part of Zeiss? Wonderful. You won't be coming back from there anytime soon. So what do you do about the professor's request? I don't know anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back. He just sent us word. Oh, hey, an airship. Speak of the devil. orange airship? Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange? No, that doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape is wrong, and it's got work arms all over it. Now that you mention it, that's the Central Factory's vessel, the Leibniz? Love it. It's the same model as the public transport, but it's had several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport. Huh, a flying factory. Then the maintenance chief is on that ship. That's right. Now's your chance if you need to talk to him, no? We do, thanks a lot. Yes, thank you. Nyum. 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 What do you want? Leibniz has a mountain of parts stored in her. It's dangerous to stay clear. Or to stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. Isn't there a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on the ship? What do you want with me? Oh. Well, that's convenient. Ah, you're running errands for Russell, are you? But the combustion engine, huh? Well, you've got good timing. I'll give you that. Huh? Hang on a second. Does he actually... wow, I was using the wrong voice there. Does he actually have one packed onto this ship? Looks like it. Here you go. It's a heavy beast, so be careful. Yeah, you weren't kidding. But we can still manage to carry it. You got some spirit for you, for such a young girl. I like it. Thanks. It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old fart wants this thing right after I got back from the military. Huh? From the military? Yeah. This thing was on loan to them for a little while. They were just using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only just got back today. Huh. Lucky for us. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Now that we've got what we need, why don't we take this back to the professor? Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief. Sure. Give my regards to the old man. Nyum. Nyum. Meow. Nyum. 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 We're back. And we brought what you asked for. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. You weren't kidding about how heavy this thing is. Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing, too. I've just finished preparing the tools. All that's left is set up the engine and put gas in it. If you'd go and put on the finishing touches, Tita? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I can't even hold my voices anymore. Ah. And then it's all set. Wow. The thing is really clunky looking. Are all these things engines like these? Yeah. It converts the energy given by the burning gas into power to the tool. So this way they don't need orbital energy. Indeed. So let's not dawdle and flip the switch. And click! Gee! Jeez, that thing can sure make a racket. It's definitely a lot louder than an orbital engine. Yes, it's one of the drawbacks, yes. But I doubt that we'll need to fear activating the black orbit this way. Let's get started. Oh. That's some serious sparkage. Okay, shut down for now. We've seen how much physical punishment it can take and how much punishment our ears can take as well. That's it? It's incredible. And with the special alloy saw too. Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. I'm going to go through quite a few saw blades though. So it's going to be a real test of patience then. Hey, Professor. Hey, Professor. Can I talk to you for a second? Oh. Have you already finished the modifications? Of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Anyway, what is it? Was something wrong? I'm just received a message from a hotel in Elmo for you. The oil-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa has broken down. And since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try and fix it. Ah, you must be kidding. Damn it, of all the time for this to happen. If you're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? No, that pile of junk is it's at least 40 years old. The younger tests have no idea what to do with anything that's not state of the art. What a pain in the... Grandpa? Maybe I could go over and do the repairs, you think? Tutor? He took me there to help with the maintenance before. I think it'll be fine if I just go. I'm sure you'll do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Agreed. Agreed. There are monsters out on the roads. But we can't just leave Miss Mao like this. I don't want you in my lap. I have repeatedly told you multiple times, and now you're starting to claw at me to try and get attention. That is not good boy behavior. I have not raised you to act like this. Go back to being a gentleman. Cats, they don't want to do anything that isn't what they want to do. If that's the problem, why don't you let us handle this? Huh? Huh? It's a racer's duty to ensure the safety of the barrels the roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility. Well, that's another story. If you are all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then, thank you. Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much. If you're ready, then let's go. Thank you. Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa and Mr. Murdoch, we'll be back soon. Take care, dear. Be careful out there. Am I going to be finally free to leave the city? Wrong floor. So, Elmo, sounds kind of fun. There's a hot springs there, right? Yeah, it's a real nice place. My grandpa's taken me there a few times. So, which way do we go? There's a big field outside of the south entrance of town. You just follow that road due south to get there. Got it. Got it. Due south from the south entrance. Well, let's go then. Stop. I just had to get serious mode on my cat. So, one of the drawer pulls for one of my my desk broke and has a really sharp, violent edge. Like that I lightly bumped myself and I cut myself. And I have a cover over it, which my cat likes to try and play with. And so he's constantly trying to injure himself. And I just had to scruff him to stop him. So he is going to be mad at me for a while. And he deserves it. Amazing. I have her now, so I should unlock her. There we go. Tita's upgraded. I swear. This time you're not getting away. Good morning, Miss Miriam. Or Dr. Miriam. Oh, good afternoon. Oh my, so many of you. Yeah, we saw your posting on the bulletin board. I'm Estelle, junior bracer. And I'm Joshua, also a junior bracer. You heard that there might be a case for us here? Yes, there's certainly so. If you can, it'd be ideal if you started your investigation at once. Do you think that'd be possible? Okay then. This is not a time, Noodles. I am still mad at you. No, Noodles. I'm legit mad. Cats. I know this is urgent, but can you provide us any more details? Well, it's not a complicated tale to tell. Someone took the cigarettes that were in this cabinet. This is a medical office. Why would you have cigarettes here? Under my supervision, this factory has observed a no smoking policy for the last several years. Any confiscated tobacco is kept in here. Which would mean that anyone who had anything confiscated is immediately a suspect. Since what was taken belongs to an individual to begin with. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm inclined to agree. It took so much work to get the smoking ban established. If I were to let this go, I would completely undermine the entire policy. First of all, we should talk to the people who were smokers to begin with. Would you happen to know who they would be? My first suggestion would be Supervisor Travis from Operations. He's always been a heavy smoker. Plus, he's never really accepted the ban, so I say he's got motive. Okay. Sounds like a good place to start. So I'll make a note of it. There's also Hugo in the design room. I think he's currently arranging a meeting in the first floor lobby. People who've worked here the longest tend to be the smokers. Okay. So there's Travis in Operations and Hugo in the first floor. Is there anything else you can tell us? If not, we can go ahead and get started. Well, I don't know if this will be any use to you, but there was an eyewitness. Yeah, that might be a lead. And who would this eyewitness? He's right behind you. Antoine? Yeah. Cool. The cat. Cat? I did say that I wasn't sure it'd actually help. That you did. But Antoine's a really smart cat. He might remember who took the cigarettes. Indeed. If you bring him along in your search, he might provide us a useful clue. He may not have a good sense of smell like a dog, but he's still quite impressive. That's the hope, anyway. If you bring along some fresh milk, I'm sure he'll be more than happy to follow you. In light of the lack of other clues, I'd like to try. Sure, it can't hurt. We'll find anything. If we find anything, we'll be able to let you know. I'll be waiting. Whoever did this absolutely must be caught. Here you go, Antoine. Some nummy milk. And this is why I always keep food items. Logan. Excuse me, sorry. Oh.
Logan. Did you find what you're looking for?
Oh, yeah, we did. We're looking for something different now.
Different?
Yes, some cigarettes were taken from the clinic.
Someone actually did that. I imagine you're being kept pretty busy.
Have you been in the clinic at any time today?
No, I haven't. I've been here all day. You're welcome to search the room if you'd like.
Well, he doesn't seem suspicious. Yeah, I think he's a dead end.
What? Am I still under suspicion?
Oh, right. What do you think, Antoine? No. No reaction. So much for that, then. Sorry to have taken up your time. We appreciate your future cooperation with our investigation.
Sure, no problem. Apparently, there were circumstances official recognition notice came in today. I see, this is a problem. The whole project was to be for the RCLA. But if we can't get started, our hopes if we're actually using finished. I know. They can't keep the old model engine in the RCL. And I understand how quickly we need to find a replacement. But we should look at this as a chance to get a fresh point of view on the project. What is it? Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something important. Come back later if you need me.
I guess neither of them are the culprit. No clues to be found. As it stands, we should keep on looking. Just in somewhere like think about it. I guess you're right. Yeah. Does anything seem strange about this door to you? This room is... Yeah, unlikely, but let's head on in to make sure. Alright. Yeah. found them. Which would mean, oh, Mr. Murdoch couldn't have. Oh, it's shock, that's for sure. I wouldn't have suspected.
No, you've got it all wrong. This is just one big misunderstanding. I was going to take one quick pup and then put the rest of them right back in the clinic.
Chief Murdoch, I think you ought to come and explain this to Dr. Miriam. I have to say, I'm simply amazed. I never would have suspected you, of all people.
I'm sorry. I just needed a smoke. And I can't really explain it in any other way than saying that the craving got the better of me. Dr. Miriam, I really am sorry.
Dr. Murdoch, you know perfectly well that the rule has been in place for quite some time.
You're right. Coming up on 10 years now.
Oh, yeah. So, where did the sudden uncontrollable urge come from then?
Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. After we had the world power outage, I've heard no end from the complaints from the townsfolk. I guess it just got to be too much, and I needed a smoke to help cool me down.
Dr. Murdoch. Mr. Murdoch, I'm sorry, it's all because of what Grandpa and I did.
No, Cheetah. You haven't done anything wrong, so don't apologize. This doesn't really have anything to do with the professor.
Maybe you should take a little break or something. It just seems to me like all the stress has been too much. I do understand your situation, Mr. Murdoch, but I think I'm willing to forgive and forget in this case.
Oh, really?
Instead, I'm going to insist that you take a decent break. You're just going to ruin your health if you keep going on like this.
You're right. Once things settle down a little bit, I will plan on using some of my vacation time. I'm so sorry for the whole mess, though.
It's water under the bridge. You need to be focusing on your health.
I will. I guess I'll be going now.
Whew, that's kind of sad. It's not like he's trying to cause any trouble or anything. Be that as it may, the factory still is his responsibility. Well, that much is true. Now, I really must thank you all. You handled this case brilliantly. You're welcome. I think half the credit goes to Antoine, though. Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad my suggestion bore fruit. I trust you'll all be nice to him if you should meet again. Of course. Well, thank you for your help. I'll be certain to call upon you again if the instance should arise. Glad to help. I think we'll be on our way then. See you later. See you later. I have had the longest day preparing for Thanksgiving, so I think I'm actually going to call this tip for the night. I had a wonderful time. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Take care. Have fun out there, cats.